Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Play action now. It's Gino. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's carry number 1 for the former Bulldog, Zamir White. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early third down coming up.
It's 3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's Gino. This one's broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball. And it is 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. And this is a pretty good result. That kick will head out of bounds.
Get your money up. I put money down on all of us.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. To the air right away is Hurts. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down to 45. Big Tonka Hemingway in there for the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
To the right side, caught by Goddard. Still going. And he will go all the way. Dallas Goddard, touchdown Eagles. His 12th touchdown of the year. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead.
Look at that, see bottle. You go to the bottom.
Kick this one away.
I told you that.
A return starts from the 5. Good return as he takes it across the 30.
They're on 31-yard line.
Lulla baby, lulla baby.
They'll start this on the ground. Here's White. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Throwing on second down, Smith. Swing this one out to White, and he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a third down. From the shotgun, it's Smith.
Where he throwing it at?
Picked up by Cooper DeJean. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
On first down, it's Hurts. Open man downfield is Brown. And he will score! A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch, but the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback, and then sometimes
so you to do that. It's so you to
to the pylon, and speed kills, and wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. They go play action with Smith. Working around and pulled in Bonnier. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Smith. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 6.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception. But in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to come back.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, Smith. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Man in motion here is Tucker. Now a second down throw for Smith. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Nolan Smith getting in to record his 9th sack of the year.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up. And
now for the third time in the first quarter, he's been intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Texas.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job.
From the 21, here's second down and 7. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's DeVonta Smith. And he'll take this one in. DeVonta Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott on now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Eagles will take themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Something in the draft, baby. I don't got nothing on my team. Slow it down. What are you trying to do? Let it load up. Let it load up.
Elliott to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
What are you trying to do? Let me see what about that. It's still loading up.
On first down is Smith.
Maybe slow.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. Working out of the gun, Smith. And for the 4th time today, he has
You gotta be kidding me.
picked off by Kelee Ringo. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Xavier Legette. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in his first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, like this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
On the return is Dylan Laube. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's O'Connell. He'll find his running back right. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 28-0 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. It's going to be third. They need 1. Bowers, the man in motion. He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And he will score. Zamir White, touchdown Las Vegas. Well, they get the running back out of the backfield, and Greg, we find him in the end zone, a touchdown pass.
Mike, we call those short throw, long run. It's every quarterback's dream. He's able to get the ball out of his hand to his intended target. And in this case, this guy, he does the rest.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. On the return, here's Xavier Legette. And the good kick pays off. They'll only be able to take this past the 10-yard line.
Crowd up, Yeti. Great. Set. Tiger Horn. And let's go. Trimmer. No.
Hurts to the end on first down. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Legette. And that will lead to a second down.
Great. Set. No.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Firing right side, blocked by Brown. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Great. No.
Here's Barkley. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Tyree Wilson, former 7th overall pick. They're on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second
From
and
29. Here's 2nd and 7.
No.
From the shotgun, it hurts. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming. But this
Oh, where y'all at, man?
after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Hurts. That one complete to Legette. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Hurts again. That's taken in left side by Smith. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Hurts finding Smith, and an Eagle, first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same setup.
Come on, tackle.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
On second down, Hurts.
So
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Darian Porter. And a good return here. He is out of bounds up past the 30.
And while he's still a rookie and he's going to have his ups and downs, this is the player they thought they were getting when they selected him in this previous year's draft. I mean, he looked almost like a savvy veteran there, baiting that quarterback into that throw. He had great anticipation. He was on time in his drive. And when he plucks that ball out of the air, he almost looks like a wide receiver.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 7. Now O'Connell will drop this underneath the right. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
oh, okay.
To throw is O'Connell. That's left side to Tucker. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, like, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
First and 10. Play action now. It's Gino. Swing this one out to White. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
16 more yards. Las Vegas. First down.
There's a give up the middle with White. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team...
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Cooper DeJean. And the Eagles will take over at their own 14-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
That's out to Brown, right side, complete. Inside the 40. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 85 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Whoa. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
A first down throw for Smith. He's got the tight end there. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, it's Gino. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be tackling up around the 45-yard line. Here's the timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw. Smith. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Get about 6 before he's taken down. From the shotgun, Smith. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. He'll hit Tucker on the slant. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Raiders first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Las Vegas.
Smith to throw on first down. He'll get this out to his running back. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
No ball, no ball. Check 58.
In motion, that's Thornton. Throwing on 2nd down. Smith.
Jump! Why he didn't jump?
Intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break. Come back. Second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. One taken in, right side by Legette. And he'll be forced out of bounds. gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for an Eagles first down.
At the 40-yard line.
Hey, easy. 63. Back. Anyway, up.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. Good running inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line. They get 21 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
No, touch. Anyway.
They'll run the toss to Barkley. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Great. Set. Hey. Anyway, up.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Now he'll run it. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal.
Call up Yeti. Hey, easy. Yeti. No touch.
Hurts to throw.
Why he didn't?
Caught in the end zone. He's in.
He didn't even try to jump.
Touchdown, Eagles. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. On is Elliott to add the extra point. The kick is good, and the Eagles stretch things out even further.
Eagles 42. Raiders 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
Raiders take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Smith. He'll find his running back, White. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Throwing is Smith. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. Smith. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if it's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
And, oh, they smacked him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. On play action, here's Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender, bodying his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make it.
That one needed to come out quickly. It did not. It is a sack.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack. It's going to bring up 4th down.
At their own 10-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And this tackle back, he pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up the best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal coming up. He takes this down to about the 5.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Barkley. He slams it in there, and he is in. Saquon Barkley, touchdown Philadelphia. And that is touchdown number 25 on the year. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will add 1 more onto their big lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. They'll run, and this is Dylan Laube. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A big play there for the Raiders. 32 yards.
It's a gain of 32. 1st down, Raiders.
Bowers, the man in motion. Gino now on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack. And we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
3rd and long. from the shotgun. It's Smith. That's into the hands of the rookie, Dante Thornton. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
10-yard gain.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Bowers the man in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on and more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Sidney Brown. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Laube now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st down is Smith. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
It looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
He'll throw it left and has his running back. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
But it brings up 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Smith. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Jalen Phillips. He gets there for the sack, setting up 4th down. Tino gonna throw for it. And that is not gonna work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
King, Bill King, Bill King. Help.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. And he will get into the end zone. Tank Bigsby. Touchdown, Eagles. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
63 and 3.5. Jake Elliott to kick off.
So following the score, Here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Lobby now to return it. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. To throw, here's Smith. Rolling to the left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's close to a 1st down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A 2nd down throw for Smith. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked up by Jacorian Bennett.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
No, touch it!
Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. And he's got another one. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and adds up to 16 now on the season. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with the win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
The extra point by Elliott is good.
Yeah, Lee, how you score that quick?
They're already sizable leads. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now return, coming from the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Pickett throwing here on 1st and 10. Next to the right side and caught by Bowers. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Las Vegas 1st down.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. This one finds Lockett down the left side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40.
Throwing on 2nd down. Pickett. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Gain of 8. And the Raider 1st down.
So the Eagles will use their 1st time out here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Okay. New York City.
From the shotgun, here's Pickett. Short throw and pulled in by Mayer. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the Eagles' 42-yard line.
Pickett now on play action. Flush to his right. Now he takes off. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
A tough spot here. Third and long.
Brings up third down and 11.
On the play fake, it's Pickett. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. The gun is Pickett. This is intercepted. Picked up by Kelee Ringo.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Great, set. Go.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And the strength on display, wrestling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Here's the timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go. Now it's second and 1. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This from beyond 70 yards away. And as expected, this one's not going to get it. It's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
On first and 10, here's Pickett. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, Mike, this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off, and whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right, and I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. That will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big first quarter lead, did not look back as they cruise in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners, as we say, so long from South Philly.
You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame, you wanted me to come running when you called my name, you wanted something to train, girl, that you could keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up by the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying. Girl, I don't guess I can blame you for trying to fence me in. But that's your fault, hell, you brought in this outside dog. I'm born to howl at the moon. You know I need me some room for chasing me all night and then sleeping till noon. Gonna do what I do, girl. Hell no, it ain't you, girl. Yeah, I've heard it before and I know that it hurts, baby. Girl who tried to tie me up by the holler. That's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying, girl.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New England Patriots. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. May going to throw right away. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they got themselves a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take down one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action. May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 10 more there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going by 5 right now for them.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. I love the game plan they got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done. So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Again, it's Henderson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9. Mahomes going to throw. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy at his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Yellow! Right side!
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he stopped immediately there. They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Patrick going to change the play. Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Throwing now is Mahomes. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Milton Williams collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They ran a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once, and had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Here's Jones on the return. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a toss to Henderson, headed right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, but that's all they needed to move the sticks. The Patriots at 0-7, winless to start the year. And they come in just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team works to their best.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. But you look at this Patriots defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
In motion, the tight end. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Now here's Mahomes.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground with Henderson. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
He spots Henderson open left side. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
May going to give it to Henderson. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in his first half. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. Once again, it's Henderson. Touchdown, New England. Trevion Henderson, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He's going to air one out.
What?
And he's caught at the 10-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Hunter, 77 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now. The field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
There for the tackle is Trent McDuffie.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They'll throw with May. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
From the gun, it's May. Over the middle, he finds Henderson complete. And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Patriots. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On first down, it's Henderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Man, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
May looking to run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Third down and 10.
Here's May. They'll find Henderson out of the backfield here. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
That's another Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Crazy! Crazy!
Throwing here is May. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll try the left side with Henderson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To the air, May. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Andy Borregales on for the field goal.
And his kick here is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the... And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Xavier Worthy as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will shrink to 6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. From the shotgun, it's May. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
From the shotgun, May with it. Henry's got it out on the left side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now 3rd down and 7. Looking to throw. May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
That's to the right side, hauled in by Royals. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line drive. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
They go play action now. May. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touchdown.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Henderson will try and run for the 1st. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 131 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Here we go, throw.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and 5. Up the middle, it's Henderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Trevion Henderson with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
28 yards to gain there on the catch and run. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Mahomes. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. Hunter now will go in motion left. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. His throw incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, 43, 15.
He'll try and throw for it here. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. On play action, May. Finding Henry here on the crossing route. But he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So the completion gets them just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
17-yard line.
And they go play action with May. He's got it complete to Diggs right side. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down is May. That is caught. And the Patriots are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Second and goal from the 1. Gibson again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's now third and goal.
Off the play fake. Here's May. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24.
Chiefs 14.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Fighting his way through contact. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Even after that big-time return,